So Tony's Kitchen started 35 years ago in 1982 with some women at St. Luke's who did a Lenten project thinking about how to support the homeless and the hungry within their community. Their first cook was a woman named Toni Green, who really instilled this idea of respect and dignity among homeless populations. And it's something that we're very grateful for today because that has influenced all of the work that we've done in the last 35 years. So here we are, these many years later, and Tony's is a bustling place. We are here 7 days a week. And 4 of those days we continue to do the work that Toni did in serving the homeless and the near homeless population. So now we serve not only the homeless and the near homeless here on site, but we do a lot of work with the working poor and also with senior citizens. Seniors were particularly hard hit during the recession, and we're finding a growing number of seniors need our services. So when people come to us, they come to us with what we know are complex needs that bring them to us. So they're not just hungry, but there are things that give rise to hunger. And when they're here in our kitchen and in our dining room, what we work very hard to do is to create an atmosphere of warm respect where people feel engaged, where they have friendships, and where they feel free to open up and receive other resources that can help them stabilize and become more independent. On site now, we provide a great deal of services through our community partners. We work with therapists who provide one-on-one counseling and group therapy sessions.
From what I've observed here, many of the folks who come to Tony's Kitchens lead extraordinarily impoverished lives. And by that I don't mean just financially, but many of them have no close relationships in their lives, they have no family support, they don't have any meaningful work that gives them a sense of value. And coming to therapy is really the first time in their lives that they have felt seen and heard by someone else.
We focus a great deal on nutrition, both here in the dining room and also in our education programs. And we work with health providers to keep track of how our guests are doing in terms of blood pressure, blood glucose, and to respond to what we hear in those screenings and adjust our menus accordingly. So we work very closely with our partners to surround our guests with services that can help lift them to their own best level of independent living. So one of the programs that we've really built in the last few years is our backpack program. That's a very simple program where we take a backpack that is unbranded, looks like any other backpack that a kid brings home with books, and instead this will have healthy staples like oatmeal and peanut butter and tuna fish in it. For about half the backpacks, we also include a bag of fresh produce, thanks to a very generous grant from the Partners for Health Foundation. So those two packages together can provide core nutrition to low-income families. One of the interesting things that we do with these backpacks is we distribute them through partner programs rather than directly. And what that does is that strengthens the connection between the family and their children and those partner programs, which are so important to family stability. So they can be anything from a tutoring program or a mentoring program, a low-income preschool. These are things that are important in stabilizing families and helping them weather difficult moments.
Brother-to-brother mentoring is so honored to be a part of Tony's Kitchen. Brother-to-brother mentoring was established about 10 years ago. And the main focus of the program is to help and assist young men in the community by providing them with resources, some of the life skills that they're not getting normally through just normal aging, coming up as young men. And through this process, we've been very, very fortunate to have a relationship with Toni's Kitchen. We can't say enough about Toni's Kitchen. They've been providing and assisting with meals for the young men now for the last 5 years. And for many of the young men, this is dinner for them. This is the only meal that they may receive for the course of that day. And they're nutritious meals, meals that are going to help the young men understand the benefits of a balanced diet. And in return, we assist Toni's Kitchen by going in and preparing meals for those who are less fortunate as well. So it's a win-win situation, great teamwork. We're very fortunate to have Ann and her group be a part of Brother to Brother, and we hope that this continues.
For some of our partners, backpacks aren't the appropriate food support. And for them, what we'll do is we'll intervene with beautiful platters of sandwiches or hot meals that are then served to kids after school, or families who are reaching out for financial counseling or some other type of stabilizing service. And what that does is it just creates a network around families where food is available to them, healthy food, whenever they reach out for supports to help stabilize and strengthen their family so that they can weather an economic event, a car repair bill, a health event, and the food is there and reliably there for their family.
This is truly the most rewarding job that I've ever had. Not only working with the other staff members and everyone in the church, but of course the volunteers, the guests, the various organizations in town that we partner with. It's just on a daily basis, I am constantly amazed and just appreciative of the generosity, of time, of spirit, of course financially, that I see come from the community.
I want to congratulate Toni's Kitchen on 35 years of serving the greater Montclair community. You know, I was introduced to Toni's Kitchen many years ago when I was playing in a volunteer music group, and we performed at Toni's Kitchen, and I could see all of the families there enjoying the music but benefiting from all of the nourishing food and the terrific environment that was set up there. It was very moving, and I knew that I wanted to become more involved with Toni's Kitchen. And so fast forward to today, I still live in Montclair, but my company, Dun & Bradstreet, is also located in Essex County. And when you look at Essex County, there are roughly 138,000 families that are food insecure, which actually indexes higher than the national average. So the need is very pressing. And so when I look at the work that Toni's Kitchen is doing, I think this year approaching almost 100,000 meals provided to the community, it's just such important work. And so I want to congratulate Toni's Kitchen once again on doing such a fantastic job in serving the community. I am very proud to be affiliated with it. I know my colleagues at Dun & Bradstreet are as well. So all the best to you, and thank you for all you're doing.
Happy 35th anniversary, Toni's Kitchen.
So Toni's is building solutions that are flexible, that can reach various populations in the environment that they live in, and in ways that are not stigmatizing. So that's the work that we're doing. This is the work that the money raised tonight will go towards. We are so fortunate to have a community that for 35 years has been with us, has donated to us, has volunteered with us, has made this work possible, and has allowed us to grow as the community around us shifts and changes. And it's allowed us to be innovative and agile and inventive in terms of how we reach the various populations that have different types of food needs. So for some of our guests here, this will be something they need for the foreseeable future. And for some, it will just be a way station. And we want to be there for all of those populations. And we want to help each of them get to their own best level of independent living. So we hope that people will open their wallets tonight, that they will recognize the great work that the community has done for 35 years now, and that they will support our vision of a community where everyone has reliable access to healthy food.